Welcome to Blueprints for Mindful Mastery. Do you ever wonder about the power that lies in the choices you make every day? Each moment presents an opportunity, a crossroads if you will, where the path you choose to tread can alter your destiny. This is the essence of choice, an unsung hero in our journey of life. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, holds this concept in high regard. Consider the tale of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who chose hardship over comfort. He understood that adversity, like a blacksmith's hammer, shapes us, molds us, and tempers our spirit. The power of choice isn't just in the big decisions that shake our world, but also in the small, everyday choices we make. Stoicism teaches us that every choice is an opportunity for growth, a chance to build resilience, and a step towards becoming the best version of ourselves. Remember, it's not about what happens to you, but the choices you make in response. How do you react when life throws curveballs at you? Picture this. You're stuck in a traffic jam, late for an important meeting. You can either lose your cool, let stress overwhelm you, or you can shift your perspective, listen to an audiobook or call a friend, reclaiming your time. Stoicism teaches us that the power of decision-making lies in our perception. It's not the traffic jam that causes stress, it's our reaction to it. Consider another scenario. You're faced with a difficult task at work. You can perceive it as a burden or an opportunity to learn and grow. The choice is yours. Stoic philosophy encourages us to see situations as they are, not worse than they are. It's about recognizing that we can't control external events, but we can control our reaction to them. Your perception determines your reality. Choose wisely. What if I told you that saying no can sometimes be more powerful than saying yes? In the Stoic philosophy, discipline and focus are not just about taking action. They're about knowing where to direct your energy. They're about understanding that every yes to something is inevitably a no to something else. Consider the story of a famous sculptor. When asked how he could carve such magnificent statues from a mere block of marble, he replied, "I simply chip away everything that is not the statue." His discipline and focus were not just about the action of carving, but also about the deliberate choice of what to eliminate. In our lives, we too have the power to carve out our own masterpiece. But to do this, we must practice the Stoic discipline of saying no to distractions and non-essentials, allowing us to say yes to what truly matters. Remember, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Are you a dreamer or a doer? This question is worth pondering, but let's not dwell too long, for time is of the essence. Stoicism teaches us that action trumps procrastination every single time. Dreams and plans are like seeds, they hold potential for greatness, but without action they remain dormant, never sprouting into the fruits of achievement. Consider a painter. They may dream of masterpieces, plan every detail, every stroke, every hue, but without picking up the brush and making that first stroke, the masterpiece remains a dream. The same applies to every aspect of life. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a student, or a homemaker, progress is made not just by thinking or planning, but by doing. Remember, it's the small steps that lead to big changes. Each action, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is a step forward. So stop dreaming, start doing. After all, as Picasso once said, action is the foundational key to all success. Are you worried about the future? A question that often echoes in our minds, causing a ripple of anxiety and fear. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, offers us wisdom to navigate these troubled waters. Stoics teach us that fear and anxiety are often the result of our thoughts about the future, a realm beyond our control. We find ourselves anxious about scenarios that might never happen, suffering in advance for a future that is uncertain. Stoicism advises us to focus on the present, on what is within our control. This includes our thoughts, our actions, our responses. It's about understanding that the future is a vast sea of variables, and we are the captains of our ship, deciding where to steer, how to react to the waves, and when to drop anchor. So the next time you find yourself anxious or fearful, remember this Stoic wisdom. The future is not in your hands, but your response to it is. Do you often find yourself wasting time on trivial matters? Stoic wisdom beckons us to reconsider how we spend our precious moments. Stoicism, in its essence, suggests that time, once gone, is lost forever. The sands of time slip away, regardless of how we choose to spend it. Therefore, the wise and the mindful choose to invest it in matters of substance and growth. The Stoic principles serve as a beacon, guiding us to focus on what is within our control. It encourages us to discard the superfluous, the distractions, and the frivolities, and concentrate on what truly matters. It's about channeling our energy towards our personal growth, honing our skills, and nurturing our well-being. The tick-tock of the clock is a gentle reminder, a call to action, urging us to make our moments count. So remember, Stoicism isn't about doing more, but about doing what's essential. For as Theophrastus once said, time is the most valuable thing a man can spend. How far have you come in your journey of self-improvement? This question, my friends, isn't a call to compare yourself with others, but a gentle nudge to reflect on your personal journey. Stoic wisdom encourages us to engage in continuous self-improvement, and there's a compelling reason behind this. Consider the story of the legendary Greek philosopher, Socrates. Despite being hailed as the wisest man of his era, he constantly sought to learn more, to grow, to improve. His quest wasn't fueled by pride, but by humble curiosity and the desire to better himself. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy. It's not about reaching a final destination of perfection. Rather, it's about the journey, the continuous pursuit of being a better version of oneself. It's about acknowledging our flaws, celebrating our progress, and valuing the journey over the destination. So remember, the only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. What does doing the right thing mean to you? In the realm of Stoic philosophy, it involves standing up for justice and advocating for others. Stoics believe in using their privilege or power to uplift those who need it most. Picture this: you're witnessing an act of injustice. Do you stand by idly, or do you intervene? Stoicism would advocate for the latter, urging you to make the courageous choice. There are countless examples in history where individuals have risen to the occasion, championing justice when it seemed impossible. Consider the suffragettes, who fought tirelessly for women's voting rights, or the civil rights activists who refused to remain silent in the face of racial discrimination. Stoicism promotes these acts of bravery, reminding us that our actions, no matter how small, can contribute to a larger movement for justice. Remember, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Do you often find yourself worrying about things out of your control? This is where the wisdom of Stoic philosophy comes to the rescue. Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between what is within our control and what is not. We expend so much energy and emotion on circumstances that we can't change, that we often neglect the areas where we can make a real difference. Life is a dance between making happen and letting happen, and Stoicism guides us to perform this dance gracefully. By focusing our attention on what truly matters, our actions, our responses, our values, we can lead a life of purpose and fulfillment. Remember, it's not the events that disturb us, but our interpretation of their significance. So let go of the uncontrollable, embrace the controllable, and focus on the present moment. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Are you afraid of looking foolish or feeling embarrassed? If so, you're not alone. Many of us harbor this fear, yet it's in these moments of discomfort that we find our greatest potential for growth. Stoic wisdom reminds us to welcome these moments, not shy away from them. Consider a fledgling bird, perched on the edge of its nest, teetering on the precipice of its first flight. It might stumble, it might fall, but it's through these very trials that it learns to soar. Similarly, we too must embrace the discomfort that comes with pushing our boundaries. We're not advocating reckless risk-taking, but rather a willingness to endure short-term discomfort for long-term growth. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone, about daring to look foolish. It's about building resilience by weathering life's inevitable storms. Remember, the strongest trees are not those sheltered in the valley, but those weathered by the wind on the hilltop. Growth and comfort do not coexist. Choose growth. Thank you for joining me on this journey of growth and empowerment. If you are inspired, please like and subscribe. Until next time, embrace the path to your best self with blueprints for mindful mastery.